Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, man. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Like, just look. WandaVision, baby. Y'all can't tell me that WandaVision is not just killing it. Like, you can't tell me it's not just killing it. Like, you can't tell me that WandaVision is not just absolute wonder. You know what I'm saying? Episode 8 was on 8, yeah, was spectacular. Second last episode. And we're reaching the end. And the next episode surely has to be like an hour and a half long or something. Like how with so much undisclosed information, like Monica's arc isn't finished. Pietro's arc isn't finished. Wanda's arc isn't finished. Vision's arc isn't finished. Agatha's arc isn't finished. What's his name? Goddamn, Hayward's arc isn't finished. We still don't know who the actual engineer is. Like, there's so much missing, bro. Because again, at no point does Monica say that's my engineer friend to our boy. You know what I mean? At no point does he tell anybody that, oh yeah, that's you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of interesting, bro. It's really interesting that nobody knows what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows what's happening. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Jimmy Woo doesn't, didn't even know that, oh, this is my engineer friend. There was no, like, mention of that shit. I think that's key. I think that's pivotal. I think we still have hope in the fact that the engineer is, in fact, somebody important. And I know Paul Bettany was probably taking the piss about, the character he's gonna meet and fight and how fire works with. I think that's guaranteed to be himself because I can't see him fighting anybody else. So I think what we will discover, right? Because I think if you look at, like, trailers from like Loki and different details, there's definitely some devilish figure that's probably gonna be, maybe it's gonna end in a cliffhanger where it's like Wanda does all this and then, because this is only a few weeks after everybody is back from the blip, so people haven't had a lot of time to re-register and shit like that, right? I think it actually makes sense that Doctor Strange is taking so long to get here because there's probably a lot that he has to do. He's probably trying to sort out the timelines and all the different stones and all the different possibilities and so many different things that he has to pay attention to. He could be in any dimension because the rifts of using the Infinity Gauntlet that many times could have had so many different types of implications to the whole universe, right? He could be in any dimension doing a varied amount of things, and maybe the rest of his team is not doing anything because they could sense that that's Wanda's magic, and even though it's super powerful, they're not 100% sure what to do, right? So there's still a lot of things we gotta figure out. I think I'm the most excited about just knowing what the fuck is gonna happen. I definitely need Billy and Tommy to join. Now they're probably gonna get recast, and if they don't, I don't think they're gonna be of significant value minus in Doctor Strange until maybe 7 years down the line, which is kind of perfect because it gives them an opportunity. If they have to recast them, they can recast them. But if they grow up looking like the characters, like how Kevin and them imagine and picture the characters, then it also works out perfectly for them, and they can just recast them because they have acting experience, they've already done the role, etc., etc. So there's so much just potential with WandaVision and what it's doing. Like, I feel sorry for anybody that's missing out on it. Now, I think WandaVision definitely has to conclude in one way or another because, I think Marvel tries to make every movie watchable on its own to a certain degree, right? There's always going to be little details. If you ain't watch everything, you're going to miss out on, right? But I think they try to make it standalone-ish enough. I think they understand that not everybody is gonna see WandaVision. That's gonna go to the cinema to watch Doctor Strange. So I think Doctor Strange is probably gonna give a quick synopsis of what the fuck happened with Wanda. And I'm sure some people are gonna complain that it's bad writing because they have no idea that WandaVision exists or they didn't watch it. in terms of Doctor Strange. So that's probably going to just have that, and that's how it's going to go. I think House of M is 100% on the cards. I think they've teased way too much of it for it to not be something bigger. And if you go back to the old ass interviews, you can see, you know what I'm saying, that why can't I remember names? Elizabeth Olsen is talking about that like 6 years ago. She's saying that's like the favorite thing in the world. Like that's what would make her, you know what I'm saying? That's really, and it's good. Like she went ahead to read the character's lore and really learn the character and appreciate the character. And for her to be in love with the whole House of M situation, but she was like, oh man, that's probably too dark. But it's not looking like it's too dark for Marvel and Disney anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because now, we know that with Star, Disney can go 15 plus, 18 plus in certain categories, in certain scenarios. So it gives quite a lot of potential for a lot of different things that could happen in the TV show world and in so many different ways. Now, we also understand that James Spader, who voiced Ultron in Age of Ultron, is a cast member in WandaVision, like a confirmed cast member. So there's quite a lot we can expect here. You know what I'm saying? There's quite a lot we can expect here. So with him being there, I'm assuming he's going to be voicing the White Vision, considering, Vision is Ultron mixed with the Mind Stone, mixed with Jarvis. You know what I mean? He's a combination of a lot of different things, and that's kind of why he's completely different to what Ultron was. It's super, super intriguing, man. I think it just opens up the world of Marvel to a whole new thing. It's the first time, talking about chaos magic. It's the first time we're referring to Scarlet Witch. I think it's not far-fetched to think the Mutant X gene exists because, again, we realize she had her powers before she ever interacted with an Infinity Stone. And it's looking like the Infinity Stone is what, and her reaction to, I think her power's reaction to the Infinity Stone might be what tipped off the Scarlet chaos magic powers, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, that's a perfect host for us. Like that motherfucker is built different. Like she can deal with the Infinity Stone, and I think that power outburst is what that the chaos magic saw. Like, yo, this motherfucker built different. That's something that can handle us. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the whole Jean Grey saga. And the Phoenix saga is a phenomenal saga in the comics, but I think the House of M is my personal favorite. In terms of those kind of massive scale sagas created by an individual character. I also like the one where Dr. Von Doom is trying to fix the world, and Reed Richards does it. That's a really good one as well. I think I can't remember the name of it, but but that was like a Cataclysm type story. But yeah, man, bro, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited for everything that's going to happen with Marvel. I never really been one to care about watching Ant-Man, but I've watched Ant-Man 1. I'm gonna watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I'm gonna watch whatever the third one is, just because now I want to know every nook and cranny, every little detail, because I'm so much more excited for this phase than I was for the initial phase. Now, obviously, Infinity War, Endgame apart, and Spider-Man apart, and Black Panther, and a few moments, Civil War was amazing. But most of my favorite characters weren't involved in the previous phases. You know what I'm saying? I like Young Avengers is my favorite superhero team alongside Teen Titans. So the original Young Avengers, I don't know about that new Young Avengers team. I just don't care for them. I'm not gonna lie. But Eli, Wiccan, which is Tommy, Hulking, Kate Bishop. I think I already said Eli. And my favorite, Iron Lad. Like Iron Lad and Eli, my favorite. Like and it's looking like Kang the Conqueror could be a potential. I hope he's actually the villain. I hope he's the one behind everything, because as a time traveler, it could create so much potential, right? So much potential. And maybe when he kind of gets quote unquote pushed away, it can create, he could be somebody that's introduced in this phase, and he won't be this phase's main villain, but he's introduced and he's in the background. Some other villain comes through, does his thing, but Kang is lingering, and he's affecting the Young Avengers in the next stage. And then that's when, we I don't want to spoil too much, but Iron Lad, all I can tell you is Iron Lad. You know what I'm saying? They need to do Iron Lad, bro. That's all, You know, I think we're not gonna have any ire on anybody in this phase, which I think is perfect because we kind of need to step away from that. But I think next phase, 1,000%, like the phase after, you know, this phase, I think, you know, after the Infinity Saga, I don't know what this saga is gonna be called, the Wanda Saga, the Chaos Saga, the House of M Saga. I have no idea, but whatever this saga is, after this saga, I think we have so much more potential. That's another 20 years that I'm looking forward to, and I think we've, you know, I think unlike before, I think they can fast track a lot more things now. They can make things happen way faster. They can have way more movies out every year. They can have way more shows out every year, so we can get to, you know, the next saga in 5 years instead of 12 years. You know what I'm saying? I think they don't need to hold back as much. I think they've showcased that it's a proven working thing. Like this universe they've built, it's not perfect. Obviously, doing something like on a scale that they're doing is infinitely difficult. I feel like I'm not talking about WandaVision enough, but boy, I'm just excited for WandaVision, man. I need to know everything that's gonna happen to these characters. Anyways, it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha God. This has been WandaVision and Phase, whatever. I'm out, man. Oh, make sure you like, leave a comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah.
Love me like a rockstar in your dreams. Drive me like a sports car on